To install the takeout basket, you'll need a 4mm Allen wrench and an 8mm box end wrench. If you have 25.4 or 26.0mm diameter handlebars, you will need to insert all 4 alloy shims into the brackets. If your cables get in the way of the basket, temporarily unhook them so you can thread them through the basket later. You will want to assemble the brackets on the handlebars, but I'll show you off the handlebars so it is easier to see. There are 2 different lengths of bolts. Use the shorter bolts for the top of the brackets. Thread the bolt through a washer, the bracket, then another washer, and finally thread the nut on. Use the longer bolts for the bottom of the brackets. Thread the bolt through a washer, then the stabilizer bracket, which can be assembled either with the arch up like a smiley face or down like a sad face. Through the bracket, through another washer, and finally thread the nut onto the bolt. You may want to rotate the basket up so you have a little better view of where the nuts are that you need to thread the bolts onto. The first step is getting everything hand tightened, then you can worry about getting the basket level and all of the parts perfectly positioned. Now you're going to take your 4mm Allen wrench and 8mm box end wrench and tighten all 4 bolts evenly. It's easy to tell if they are tightened equally by how far the bolts are protruding past the nuts. Don't tighten the bolts all the way yet. Just make it so the basket doesn't flop around on the handlebar. Take the bike out of the repair stand and level the basket. Now you can go ahead and tighten the bolts down until the basket does not rotate easily on the handlebar. Reattach any cables that you unhooked, rotate your brake levers a little bit if they get in the way of the basket, and now you're all set to go.